All right, here we are with William Taylor, and I don't know when the episode airs, but it's Friday at 5, so we get to have we ended the work week kind of beers. Cheers.
I'm almost finished with mine.
I don't know if I'll catch up, but I've just started. There's more in the fridge, not to worry. All right, well, appreciate you doing the podcast.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Awesome. You've got a cool story, and I was just saying earlier, you're younger than I thought, and it's not the looks. It's your mannerisms and presence. You have, I don't know, a more mature style about you, I think. But holy smokes, you're fresh into renewables. How long have you been in?
Just over, maybe right at a year and a half. I hit my year mark March 25th this year.
Okay, March 25th, 1 year.
Yeah.
So far?
Been fantastic. Yeah, definitely not going anywhere else.
Oh my goodness. What do you like about it?
Everything. I mean, it's nice being in a smaller company, very tight-knit. People look after each other and take care of each other, and it's more about the person than it is, the business itself. So that's been a great part of it. Haven't met anyone that's been bad or that I didn't like.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more easygoing than the military was. And it pays way better. So
yeah. Those things make sense. A little easier than the military. Yeah, gotta be. Right. And no, I've heard about some pay scales with the military.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah, a little kind of rough. They take care of a lot of stuff for you, though.
Kind of, but even with all the benefits, you're still making not too much, but I guess having free Medicare is pretty nice. Not having any medical bills.
Right? That's nice. Hopefully you don't need to use that service
No.
other than maybe some wellness checks or something. Well, thank you for your service. Tell us what you did in the military.
So I did 2 jobs in the Army. First job was a Patriot launching station operator. So they shoot missiles at other missiles and shoot them out of the sky.
The Patriot missile.
Yeah. And then I thought I wanted to do something else after 3 years of that. Thought the grass was greener on the other side. So I switched to Chinook mechanic helicopters.
Okay.
I wouldn't say the grass was greener, but it definitely wasn't any worse.
Okay.
And did that for a couple of years. I really liked fixing things. That's a great part of it. And then just decided the Army wasn't for me and got out. Wasn't really sure what I was going to do. Like the last year I was in, I was thinking going to work on airframe as a contractor.
Aerospace?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And then my younger brother Michael, started working for you guys. I was like, well, I'll look into that. Did the CSP through the Army, went to Airstreams down in Fort Hood or Fort Cavazos, Texas.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I didn't come up here detached before, and I was down there.
Okay.
And then a couple months later, I got a job with you guys. It's been great ever since.
My goodness. I didn't even know you went to Airstreams.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a large connection of Airstreams around Altair. Yeah. I always joke we need Chance to show us these numbers because you guys stick together. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. All right. Wait a minute. What was the Patriot missile? Are you launching these things?
No. So there's a couple of different jobs that go into it. You have your engagement teams, and you have your long-range radar teams. And then I worked on the launching station itself. So we reloaded the missiles when they fired off. We raised them, put them into position, drove them around on trucks. I don't remember how long the trailers were with the missiles on them. I would say like 50 plus feet. 57 is the number that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Driving big 8x8 Hemmets, you just pull them around. So I did that for 3 years and switched to work on helicopters.
Were we firing a lot of Patriot missiles?
No, I never got to be in a unit that did that, but that would have been really cool.
But you had to reload it, so presumably it was used.
Yeah, but we always simulated whenever we trained.
I see. Where was this at?
All over the place. So right after my first AIT training, I went straight to Korea, South Korea, and Camp Carroll. I was there for a year. Then I went to Fort Bragg. I was there for 3 months, and then we deployed to Bahrain, this little island off the coast of Saudi. Was there for a year. It was supposed to be 30 to 90 days. We ended up being there much longer than expected, but untaxed paychecks. And I was still young, so I went and then got back. I actually re-enlisted while I was on deployment. That's when I changed my job. So finished the deployment, came back. A couple more months later, I went up to Virginia for training, finished Chinook school, and then went straight back to Korea. Again, this time at Camp Humphreys, which is near Seoul and Incheon. And then came back, went to Fort Hood, Texas, and then got out and came here.
Oh my goodness, Fort Hood.
Yeah.
What were you at Fort Hood for?
Chinook mechanic.
Chinook mechanic.
Well, it's Fort Cavazos now, but I think everybody still calls it Fort Hood.
Yeah, I didn't know it was Cavazos. Okay. They do, 'cause that's all
Yeah.
they tell me. And Airstream school at Fort Hood.
Yes.
And so you applied a whole bunch of jobs,
Oh, yeah.
right? A bunch of interviews.
Not quite as many as I'd expected, but yeah, I did get a fair bit. So it worked out in the end.
You know, some people kind of get down about that. A huge chunk of this is just timing when a company is hiring.
It was also near the holidays, like December time, because I was going through in October's, and I know that, I mean, after I've been in the industry for a while, that everything slows down around that time. So it kind of makes sense looking back, but yeah, it didn't feel great.
Right.
But here I am, so.
But you're right. If it's renewables, wind is a little slower in Q1, so you're getting close to that, slow part. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. So much of it is time. You can't get down. I've heard this from other graduates from different, Airstreams and other technical schools. You get a little down. Some other buddy got a bunch of interviews and job offers. They didn't. It's just timing. I always say, hang in there. You keep putting them out there. You keep interviewing. It's going to happen. The industry is growing way too fast for us not to need more and more people.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just timing. So and Altair's your first job out of the military.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. That was the end of the year. When you started in March. Oh, so you did have a gap.
Yeah, it was about 2 months off.
2-month gap.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you're going into renewables. That's the time when there is a gap.
Yeah, it was a nice vacation. I was happy.
Yeah. You should have those breaks between career changes.
Yeah.
People should do that. What'd you do on the break?
A whole lot of sitting at home. Just relaxing, not having to worry about anything. Work around the house my wife finds for me. Mm-hmm. But other than that, just trying to relax, take as much time off as possible. And then when work started, went right back down to Houston at the start of the summer. So.
Okay. So you went straight to battery storage.
Yep.
What'd you think about that?
It was a lot at first because didn't understand it. But then, a month or two in, it was when we started digging into the electrical stuff, it was very easy. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoyed that, especially with Braden out there teaching me. I've been on every job with him except for that gearbox shop earlier this year.
Okay.
So out of my entire year and a half, 4 months, I've not been with him.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
So I've had a great teacher, so that's nice too.
Oh, very nice. How long were you on the battery project?
Pretty much all of last year. So
year?
I think it was April 1st was the day I got out there. Mm-hmm. And I was there till November, I want to say like 15th, something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the end of October, started November.
Okay. And then you were saying you also had your kind of your first taste of a leadership role.
Yeah. So I think like 5 months into that, Braden left to go to another project. And I was the only one there that had started with him and up until that point. So I knew the systems, the reporting, the customer, all that. So yeah, I took over that site until then. And right as I was leaving, they were kind of pushing us out the door and moving on to commissioning, and they didn't need us anymore. But it was great while I was there.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Altair Energy Services, and their highly trained, expert technical staff, leveraging decades of renewable power management experience into customized solutions for everyone to meet their energy goals and contribute to a better future for all. Altair's team of hardworking, respected experts are providing full-scope, turnkey repairs, planned and unplanned maintenance, system upgrades, fully autonomous technical crews, supplemental staffing, and customized dynamic scheduling to fit your power production needs. Contact Altair at info@altairenergyservices.com and learn more about their wide range of capabilities across multiple power technologies and platforms. Sounds a little bit like trial by fire, but not so much. You had 6 years of experience in the military, so there would have been some leadership roles and opportunities and, I don't know, a little bit of something. Yeah, okay. You said earlier your first real job, but you come with experience.
Yeah, but it was a different kind of experience because I was new to the industry. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I've led people. I've been in charge of them before, but it was just new being on a civilian side of things and the way people interact and stuff. So I wouldn't say it was hard to adapt, but it was definitely different.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. It has to be. It has to be. But you felt like you were taken care of, you understood the task.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Ross being 25 minutes away, if I needed anything, he was right there.
That's right. Very cool. What was the transition like from military to civilian job? Are you sort of like on call?
Yeah, so in the Army, 24/7. So they have 24-hour shifts going on almost every building. So in the barracks, your battalion headquarters and brigade headquarters, there's always somebody there, always somebody to call. Mm-hmm. So you do a lot of those shifts, especially when I was an NCO, having to do that even on weekends. So Saturday, Sunday, it didn't matter. On top of that, helicopter maintenance always getting done, inspections. It never stops. There's always something going around in the hangar. There's always field exercises to go out and do that sometimes last a month long in my first job in Patriot World. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you'd go out and you sleep in a tent for a month just doing exercises and training around like Osan Air Base and with a lot of South Korean like ROK Air Force bases. So there's always something happening out there.
You're out in tents in this area? So this is a very remote location.
Yeah. You'd go to either their bases or somewhere where they're guarding something of interest. We guarded a lot of airfields, so we'd always be near those.
The Patriot. So are these very classified locations where the missiles are?
Not really. You can
we can Google it and find it, or you can't?
Like Google Maps, and I could probably find the one we were in Bahrain.
Okay. All right. But need to be guarded, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Remote, need to be guarded, but not exactly classified.
Yeah.
Okay. They're not like some of the other secret military bases.
No, it's not like Area 51 or Fort Knox.
Yeah. So. Fort Knox. I think we had one in Tehachapi, actually by your site.
Yeah, actually, I saw a Chinook the other day. I was going on a run there, the lake on top of Indian Hills Ranch, and I saw one flying over. That's pretty cool. I think it's the first one I've seen since I've been out.
From the site when you're on the site you're working at, if you look towards the wind turbine farm to the north, kind of in the crook of that mountain. Yeah. There was one back there. I'm pretty sure it's decommissioned. It's been decommissioned quite a few years.
I don't think I've seen it. Going over the mountain, you can see it.
There used to be one. Huh? Anthill.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's the weird term that's floated around. Try and Google that now. The last time I did this, it was all taken off the internet. I don't know if that was the name, but you're right. That was the code name, maybe like Area 51 or something. I don't know. I think it was a lot of airplane testing.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe helicopters too, but a lot of testing. I mean, out here we have military. What do we have? Edwards
Air Force Base down in Rosamond, right?
Yeah, so that's very nearby. And there's other test facilities. There's private defense contractors. Oh my goodness. Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, also in Antelope Valley. So there's been a lot of testing and flights and, airplane testing in these mountains and that desert for decades. Yeah. All right. So it's not that kind of secret, but you could find them. But no buildings out there, just tents, huh?
I mean, there were buildings. We just didn't use them because it was supposed to be, simulated like you're out in the middle of nowhere and trying to make it hard on you. So you're sleeping on a cot in a big tent.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's not that they weren't barracks or places you could sleep. They just weren't using them.
You got to look at it.
Yeah. See everybody else go home to their bed.
Oh. All right. I guess there must be a reason for it.
Yeah, just training, prepping you in case it ever happens. There was this one event that's out in Roving Sands, which is just outside of El Paso. It's same thing. You're out there for a month, just in a tent in the desert, training.
Tent in the desert. Those doesn't sound comfortable in the summer anyway.
No, not really.
You were Googling anthill? Did you find it?
So what I found was it's a Northrop RCS facility at Tehong. It's Black Little Oak Canyon, mouth of Little Oak Canyon, and it's a radar facility, I guess, is what I'm finding.
Still active?
That's what it says. There's a lot of stuff on here about conspiracies of UFOs and all sorts of other things. But
UFO conspiracies? Any other ones? I used to hear about the lizard man.
I'm not finding that.
You didn't
one.
find the lizard man? Okay. UFOs, yeah. I know we used to watch weird flight patterns at night, but that was about it. As far as I was concerned, it was a UFO. It was probably a helicopter. Probably. Okay. What made you want to leave the military? It was just time to transition?
Yeah, just time to get out. I mean, I thought about going to fly helicopters, being a flight warrant, and it's just a really long training time. And then if I would have hit my 10-year mark, I would have been expected to do 20, and I just didn't want to do it. So I was talking to my wife. I was like, yeah, either I do this and I'm stuck in for the next 14 years, or I get out and find something else to do.
Yeah.
And very glad I got out. Definitely, I feel a lot better, and especially mentally. Like it adds up, certain positions where you're constantly getting berated for everybody above you, and that doesn't happen here. And if it does, I have the choice to just walk away. You can't do that in the Army. You're stuck where you're at. Yeah. So
okay.
been wonderful. Not going back.
Quite a transition.
Yeah.
Was it an easy transition for you?
There are parts that I really do miss. Like, I think the best way to put it is the most fun that I never want to have again. Because there's a lot of great people, there's a lot of great experiences, and half the pictures in my phone are filled with awesome memories and people that I was with. And so it was just an awesome experience that I kind of got sick of the political and the leadership portion of it, and I thought it was time for me to get out and do something else, something I felt that I enjoyed. And I liked fixing helicopters and making things work right, and found this, and I was like, well, it's the same thing, just stationary.
Yeah, no, for sure. A lot of the same skill sets transfer over, right? Mechanical, electrical systems, software are different, but the foundation is there. Yeah, the platform is there. Okay, so you went to a battery energy storage facility. Then what?
I did that, then went to Abilene for a little bit of training.
Okay.
And then to Oregon for the grounding campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Was there for a month, right up until Christmas. Then we were off until some early week in January. Went to Iowa with Ross, Chance, and Dylan. Did an MCE job for like 4 days. And then went to Wisconsin for 4 months doing the gearbox shop, disassembling main shafts and gearboxes.
That is quite the well-rounded first year. That is really a great well-rounded. I hope everybody's getting a first year like that, or any year. Okay, first time up a wind turbine was Oregon then?
Yep.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem. That's what we're hearing more and more. The fear of heights and ability to climb is not much of a risk for most people.
No.
Most folks just know ahead of time before they
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing
applying
a job,
for the job.
Well, especially Airstreams, they make you climb.
Ah, okay.
I mean, it's only 80 feet, but
Something.
yeah. But if you're signing up to be in wind industry and you're not expecting to climb, you're kind of doing something wrong.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What was the first climb like?
I mean, I climbed without a climb assist just to see what that was like too, because they had them. But I was like, I want to, do it and see what it's like. And yeah, I was tired. I still had to take a break, but
Sure.
I still did it. And then went and topped out. And Braden was telling me that I think it was like our 4th or 5th day in to that job, we saw shark fins where the blades are sticking out on top of the clouds. And he was like, yeah, 8 years in, I hadn't seen it one time until now. And that was my first job. So that was awesome too.
I'd never even heard the term. You sent me that picture.
Yeah, he was told me that was what that was called, and it happened twice while we were out there.
I'd like to take this time to thank another one of our wonderful sponsors,
Podge Engineering. Podge Engineering, making wind and solar all we know it can be. Are your renewable energy assets underperforming or not performing at all? Did you expect many years of longevity and they're failing on you now? Podge LLC offers many customized, engineered products and solutions to get these assets back on track. Podge Engineering also performs root cause analysis, engineering services, procurement, and construction. Visit podge.org. That's PADGE.org. Remember Podge, making wind and solar all we know it can be.
I guess I've seen that. I remember, I think the weirdest cloud effect I ever had on top of a wind turbine was that the cloud line was perfect with the top of the nacelle. So where you were standing, it looked deceiving, like you could just walk forever, right? It just messed with your head a little bit, like, you can go, it's no problem.
Walk to the next hour.
Clearly not, but yeah, it was just a perfect line. No, those are some of the most beautiful. You know, I love that. You and there's a few others that'll send me pictures. Man, I love seeing them. It's just gorgeous. And now it's so much different than when I was climbing turbines. Okay, so Oregon is the first climb. Saw the rare shark fin phenomenon. Awesome pictures. And and working on a retrofit campaign.
Yeah.
So you were up a lot of turbines.
Yeah, we did 3 a day for 20-ish days, somewhere around there.
Yeah. You were knocking them out.
Yeah.
Good for you. And then it was, shop support. So you were working with main shafts and gearboxes?
Yep.
Separating them?
Separating them down in, was it Richland Center?
Wisconsin, maybe? Yeah.
Richland Center, Wisconsin. It's just outside of Richland Center. I don't remember the name of the town.
What was it like learning how those pieces fit together?
It was awesome, actually. I really enjoyed that. There's a lot of using propane torches to heat stuff up and get it off because of the way they have it set in there. You know, they bake it, push it together, and then it sets back into itself. So it's not made to separate. So we were kind of figuring our way through that. A lot of grinders, sledgehammers, and just trying to beat through them all. And those bearings that are inside of those are massive. Probably 30, 40 pounds a piece. Mm-hmm. Just big hunks of metal. And you can just see the messed up ones. They're all melted and half gone. And it's awesome.
Oh, these were like damaged boxes?
Yeah, used ones. They were refurbishing them.
Oh, I see. Okay. So used ones and maybe have some damage. So some of the interference fits weren't separating too nicely.
No. Everything had to be forced off.
Everything had to be forced off. Well, then it did its job for its life.
Yeah.
Yeah, those gearboxes and main shafts. Okay. What after that?
After that was here at the solar site.
Oh, into solar. My goodness. So you're let's see, 3, 8. So you're not quite a year and a half in, and you've done quite a bit of time on battery, wind turbines, many a day for days. You've been able to work specifically with gearboxes and main shafts and main bearings, and now you're on a solar site.
Right.
DC Health, I think, is the scope.
DC Health.
So, which is, most of the square footage of a solar site.
Yeah. A lot of swapping out panels.
How about the troubleshooting? What's that like?
I really like that part. I think that's what I enjoy the most, figuring out what's grounding out or replacing fuses and trying to see what made those blow, if it's a messed up MC4 connector or something melted. We found a bad power cell the other day where we killed the power at the combiner box, and the power cell had burned through and was still producing current. So
what's power cell at a combiner box?
So it's the power cell that's on the back of the panel itself, the solar panel. So it's at the bottom where the MC4 connectors come out of. And don't know what did that. I'd love to be able to take it apart and find it out, but everything from combiner box handles being broken to messed up cells within the solar panel.
It's a lot of little parts.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is. If it's just combining all of the conductors into the one point, and then it's going out with a negative and a positive.
I think that's what it is.
It's just combining the conductor. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen inside one either. I got an extra one in my house. We could tear it apart.
I've got some on my roof in Texas.
Yeah.
That's
I
now
do
when I
too,
go
but
back,
the one
I
on the
can-
ground is easier to do.
now when I go back, I can troubleshoot my own solar panels.
That's right. Yeah. It's simple.
Oh yeah, it's really easy.
It's simple. Have you got into how it happens?
As far as like the connectors being melted and stuff, it's usually like when people disconnect them, the little clips on them are very cheap and they break really easy. So when they plug them back together, instead of replacing it, it's not making a good connection. So we think it arcs and then it melts it, or a cell's gone bad within the panel. It's overproducing heat and it melts those connectors, and then that'll ground it out and pop those fuses, and then you lose 10 panels, which could lead to more things breaking. And so a lot of things can go down pretty quickly.
Yeah. All electrical energy.
Yep. And you can't turn it off because the sun's still out.
No moving parts.
No moving parts.
Right. You can't turn it off. All right. So you probably learned a few new things about Lotto.
Yeah.
What have you learned? Let's share that. I mean, solar Lotto is so important to me because of, you got two ways of energy. Yep. You can't turn the sun off.
Well, so with the combiner box off, there's no current, but every panel's still getting around 70 to 80 volts a piece. So when you break it, there's still energy there. And if you're not doing the right thing and you cause that to arc or ground out somewhere, it's going to go through you because you're touching it. So just being extra careful, making sure nobody's breaking any rules, which we haven't happened yet. So that's very good.
Those Lotto rules are so important.
Yeah. Just paperwork alone. I mean, I think since we've been on this project coming up, I think just past 2 months now, we've done hundreds of Lottos. Everybody's doing, on average, the model swap teams are doing like 20 Lottos a day times 3 people a team. So 60 every single day.
20 Lottos a day.
Yeah.
20 opportunities per crew. That if you don't follow the process correctly, if you don't do Lotto correctly, you can damage some components and you can harm a person.
Yeah.
20 times a day.
And we've got 2 teams, and then we've got troubleshooting teams also doing Lottos. And so, and they're spread out, 5 different arrays across the site. So we can't be everywhere and make sure they're doing things right, but so far they have been. So as long as they don't get complacent, we'll be great.
Got to keep checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all get complacent.
Especially doing the same thing every day for months on end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can make an honest mistake, right? The only way to battle it is to watch each other, right? You watch me, I watch you. And then, you have a foreman come by and inspect regularly and check the paperwork, check the systems, check the locks.
That's exactly what me and Braden do whenever we get a chance, drive around. We run across any of our teams, check their paperwork and check in on them, especially with the heat out there, making sure they're taking their heat breaks and making sure if somebody stops sweating, you get them back in the truck. Because that's, honestly, I think the heat's probably more dangerous than the Lottos as long as they're following the rules. Because a lot of people, myself included, especially wearing a 25 cal suit going in and out of those combiner boxes, you're trying to get the work done so you can get out of that suit. You're not thinking about water. You're not thinking about cooling off. And then you don't realize till the end of the day, and you're like, man, I don't feel very good.
Oh, man.
So I think that's our biggest issue out there right now.
And the headache starts first.
Yeah.
And
And
the
you don't
stomach
realize till you
cramp.
cool off, and at that point it's too late. And you're dehydrated, and probably not a good idea for you to drive.
Is everybody remembering, what do you call them, heat breaks? And
Yeah, we're harking on them pretty hard, making sure they're taking those, even if they don't think they need them. There's set temperature breaks that they have to take every 30, 45 minutes. So
do you have to go find a shady spot? You just go sit in the truck?
in the
yeah.
AC.
Oh, turn the AC on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
It's honestly, driving is a majority of the job too, just because you have to. The arrays are so spread out. You have to drive to every different panel when you swap them. It could be on this side of the array, and your next one could be way over here.
Yeah. It's a few square miles, right? That site?
Yeah, some of the arrays are massive.
Yeah. Is it a few square miles? I'm trying to think.
The whole site, I have no idea, but it is large.
Yeah. It seems like I've looked at maps of that site like 50 times, and I don't remember the size. But it's not like, you think of square miles. Well, a wind turbine site, it's 100 square miles, it's 200 square miles. Yes, but in a solar site, it's entirely filled. There's no gap in between. There's no farming in between. There's no roads. There's no houses.
There's some tight spaces, especially
It's
driving
tight
a
spaces.
flatbed around in there. Yeah.
When you're driving in the array areas,
Yeah.
right? Probably have specific roads to be on, areas where a truck doesn't fit, things like that. Several solar sites are different too, where some I've seen where the rows and the trackers are spaced far enough where you can drive, and others where you can't. You need to walk.
So you can drive in between the trackers out here, but you got to walk in between the rows.
Oh, in
But
the rows.
there's some points where you come up on the edge of the fence line there, and you're not fitting a truck down there.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to back out and make sure you're using a spotter and stuff. Everybody's been pretty careful so far.
Good,
That's
good.
been good.
And then the area to walk from, it's not too far. So if you need to take a panel, take your
And
tools.
it's 3-man teams for those swapping teams, and
Okay.
the panels are 54 pounds, so they're not super heavy, and we haven't had any high wind days yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been pretty easy,
Nice.
other than the heat.
Other than the heat. In today's fast-paced industry, having the right tools isn't just an advantage, it's essential. That's where ETI Energy Tools comes in. With over 75 years of industry experience, they deliver strategic procurement solutions that enhance safety, efficiency, and cost savings. ETI provides industrial tools, safety gear, test and measurement equipment, and heavy repair solutions, all backed by a vast network of manufacturers. Whether it's tool kitting, PPE standardization, or high voltage tooling, ETI saves companies time and money while ensuring they have the right tools for the job. Contact ETI at etienergytools.com to learn more and gear up for success. Okay, well, what's your favorite? Battery, wind, solar? A year and a half, you've got to see a little bit all of it.
I really enjoyed MCE. Granted, I only did it for one tower, but it was nice, especially long hours and getting the work done. And then when you're off work, going out and hanging out with the people that you're working with is fantastic too. Batteries, super easy. Working at nights down in Houston for 3 or 4 months out of the year, that got old pretty quick, but super easy job, especially doing charge tests on them and swapping out batteries. I enjoyed that, figuring out what was wrong with the system, replacing harnesses and switch gears. And then solar, I know we just started it, but it's so easy.
Is it satisfying, from a job satisfaction
seeing things getting fixed
perspective?
Because every fuse we replace for a string outage, that's 10 light items on our 150,000 light item tracker. So seeing that slowly whittle away is very nice. Seeing things that you fix come back up and start working again, I can't beat anything.
Okay. Good job satisfaction in all the areas
Yeah.
then. But you have this, you want to go do some more MCE. That looks fun.
It does. I'd like to do
So
that
many
more.
people want that. I never understood it, but there's something fun about it or exciting, I guess.
I think it's like visually seeing, taking something big off and then putting something big and new on, and seeing it happen in real time is extremely
Large changes
satisfying. Yeah.
really quickly.
Versus
Sure.
putting a new battery in or putting a new solar panel on. And when you have hundreds of thousands of solar panels to swap.
And you only see it when you're using a device to measure the energy.
Right.
Because you can't actually see it. Yeah. You said battery was super easy or simple. I forget what word you used, but huge electrical risk and hazards.
Yes.
Chemical as well. Heat, right? They have thermal, electrical, and chemical. You have a lot of risks in battery.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with solar. Is you can't turn that energy off. Once it's stored, it's there. So you have to be extremely careful.
The discharge cycle takes quite a while.
Yes.
This is like hours?
I think it depends.
We can do it quicker probably.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know the one that we were on, it took a while.
Yeah.
Hours on end. I think a full charge test, and granted it's been a year since I've been there, I think a full charge was like 4 hours, and then the discharge was equally as long. Mm-hmm. So your entire shift, you're monitoring that system, watching it charge up, looking for temperature spikes, or if the unit's invisible sight from where you're sitting at. We called it the moat, but it was the container we sat in. If you could see it, if anything was coming out of it, gases or something happened. So it's a lot of sitting and waiting and monitoring, but it's easy.
And you have to look at gauges and equipment and measuring devices.
Yeah.
Just in order to know what's happening inside that container.
Right.
Lotto, you can turn it off and lock it.
But that energy is still in there.
That's right.
So if you try to disconnect those battery terminals, you're going to catch, the one we were on, it was 28 batteries in series. So it's not going to feel very good.
Not going to feel very good. Can be fatal.
Yes.
Can be fatal. Not going to feel very good. Can be life-changing kind of accidents if you're not careful. The movement towards more, the battery storage and solar. I mean, I love it, right? It's especially solar. It's so simple. There's no moving parts. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But unless you have the right equipment, you don't know if there's danger in front of you.
Right, especially if you're not checking beforehand too, which hasn't happened, but I'm sure it does.
I hope not.
I hope not with us.
I hope not
or with anyone.
Yeah.
But I know it does, so just hope somebody catches it before something happens.
Because we hear the stories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason that
let's
the
be
rules
honest.
are there.
We hear the stories. We hear the stories. I've heard too many bad stories. Yeah. Not with us, thankfully, but I don't know how thankful I am. It's happening somewhere, so I'm still always kind of nervous and concerned about it, but we hear the stories. And we have to tell the stories, right, when they come up. And we do that, on our internal calls at Altair. I think you have to share them, right? People got to know. If somebody got hurt, piece of equipment got damaged, huge near miss, got to tell everybody. So that the next person,
someone else is doing something wrong and catch themselves before something happens.
Yeah. Okay, you've had quite a year and a half experience. You want some more MCE. I get it. What do you see as next goals, future, career?
Next goals?
Yeah.
Anything I could do within the company to move up.
Okay.
I did pick up Tech 2 when I
Congrats.
hit my 1 year mark, so that was very nice. Didn't expect it being at the 1 year mark, but I guess I did something right on that battery site. That was pretty much all of my first year, so whatever I can do to keep moving up that ladder and do great things.
Nice. Yeah, congrats. Okay, 1 year's pretty quick, but you had 6 years of experience.
Yeah.
In some other relatives, so you're able to use that knowledge and experience and apply it to your new job. So that makes sense. Okay, so keep moving up.
Yeah.
Learning more technically, expanding your expertise.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I don't have a lot of wind right now. The 3.5 days of MCE and then the grounding campaign. So I haven't delved into anything and learned how it works or operated it. No troubleshooting or gearbox alignments, nothing like that. So most of what I know is batteries and then getting into solar. And I want to say I figured it all out, but I'm sure I haven't.
There's a whole power conversion or inversion, I suppose, happening there.
Yeah, we haven't done any inverter work. I don't think we're going to get to out there.
What do you think about that? Does that sound appealing to you to learn about, power transfer, inversion, conversion, AC, DC, why it's happening, how it happens?
Yeah, anything that I haven't worked on yet, I'd like to at some point. Even if it's only for, like the month grounding campaign I did, it's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So if something comes up and I can do it, I'm going to try and do it.
You're in. Yeah, no, I got that. You got the right attitude about it, for sure. Yeah. How about any desire to learn more about the theory of electricity?
Yeah, like we touched a little bit on it in Airstreams.
Okay.
But it's, very light, like here's what it is, and that's about it. Mm-hmm. So haven't been able to learn a whole lot about that, but yeah, that'd be cool too.
Interested?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's important. It was one of the first things I had to go learn, I think, before anybody even let me use a multimeter. A theory of DC, a theory of AC, and then it was power conversion, kinetic, mechanical, electrical. Understood those pieces, and then folks started teaching me how components worked. And then someone trained me to use a multimeter. So it was quite a bit different, but less people. I think we should be teaching more of it.
Yeah,
Would you be interested in that?
absolutely.
Okay.
Well, so like
It's a little extra geeky.
that's fine.
Okay.
If you can explain how something works, then you can understand it fully. You can fix it pretty much every time.
That's
So
right.
it's even there's no reason not to.
Yep.
But I know that last year, around that time, we were on that Granite campaign when you guys were doing that intro to management
Oh, yeah.
class. Yeah, I was listening in as much as I could when Braden was talking about it and trying to see what he was talking about it and just listening to him. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that too. Take
Okay.
that class.
Yeah, that's similar, I suppose, in the sense that it's more about the theory of how to understand and communicate with people as a leader. So it is similar to the theory of energy. If we're trying to compare
Well, I just
those.
meant doing anything at this point.
Yeah, oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Okay, you're hungry for more training.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Probably component specific, maybe turbine model specific, solar battery specific. And then, yeah, the theory. I don't know what resources out there are going right now for classes on theory, but I'm going to take a note down because there are plenty. There are plenty. You don't have to go sit at the public library and learn. Do we still have public libraries? A few? Not in this town, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, no.
It's always YouTube University.
Oh man, it's amazing. All right. I like where your head's at. So you're hungry for more, for more knowledge, more experiences, and keep growing your career in renewables and stay there.
That's about it.
All right. And staying with Altair. I think I heard that
Oh,
too.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, I got to brag, let's pull that one out.
Because no one else is pulling me away.
Oh, love hearing that. What are you liking about it?
The people, I think, is the number one thing.
The people?
Like some jobs aren't the greatest, like working at night in Houston. It's still 85 degrees outside and 80% humidity. Like, yeah, it sucks, but it's the people that you're working with that are going to make any job. So if you're not enjoying the people you're around or the people you're working with, then you're not going to enjoy anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's been the biggest thing. You get sick of people you're hanging around with every single day for a year straight. Like, I'm sure there are days me and Braden are just sick of each other.
Sure.
But it's great to work with him. I hope he feels the same way. And, I wouldn't give it up. Everybody I've worked with so far has been fantastic. Worked with Adam Meekum at that gearbox shop for a couple of months. Worked with Ross and Chance a little bit. Jake Leach, Braden, everybody that I've been working with has been fantastic.
You're talking about something that is a summation of culture, right? If you have a group of people, you have a society, and you start to define them and understand it. And then you come up with this word culture, right? And you can start to define and what you like about something, what you don't, where you fit in, where you don't. But it is culture, and it is a tough thing to foster. And it is about the right mission, motto, and spirit, right? Which is, how we feel, think, and then the words come out and the actions happen. And then you start to attract and connect folks that match this culture in general. But you still have to foster it and share it with others. So, if you're loving the people, I guess what I want to say is encourage you as the new folks, get hired, share with them that culture, right? Be the people that you've enjoyed working with.
Right.
Yeah. Pass it on to others. What phrase am I looking for here? Keep it alive, because it takes effort. It never ends, that culture thing. You're married. You get it, right? You have to continually work, to make this relationship a success. Nothing
if you're not
different
giving
about
effort and you don't have a good attitude about it, then it's not the right place for you.
Yeah. If you're
Doesn't
not-
matter what the job is. If you're not in the right headspace and you don't want to be there, then you shouldn't be.
Mhm.
Because, that leads to you making mistakes or not caring. And then we're right back down the road of hurting other people or equipment or something bad happening. So
Yeah.
that's a huge part of it.
Yes. Good for you. Boy, good for you. I'm encouraged. All right. What's life been like on the road?
Well,
Not work time.
so on the
The
road,
off work.
well, so 3 out of 6 years in the army, I was overseas. So I'm
Yeah,
kind of used to being
that's
away
right.
from family and the friends back home and stuff. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Communication is a huge thing, even within the industry and your family and whoever your loved ones are. So like being away from my wife, yeah, it's not what I want. It's not great, but we make it work. Like you were saying, that effort. If you're not in the right headspace, then you shouldn't be doing it. So if it wasn't what I wanted to do, I wouldn't be here.
Common goals.
Exactly.
Common goals. I had the same in my family. I probably told you. Yeah, you got to have that common goal.
And come later this year, planning on going fully on the road in a camper anyways. So won't be too much longer before we're not separated anymore too.
He's going to travel with you?
Yeah. I don't have any kids, so it's a lot easier.
Dogs.
2 dogs and 2 cats.
Two cats.
Yeah.
2 dogs and 2 cats.
And we would have more if I didn't put a stop to that sooner.
Well, she has a dog business. Help me remember. Is it tags or
She makes bandanas
bandanas?
for dogs, cats, any animal that'll wear them.
What's the name of her business?
Paws Plus Planets,
Paws.
or Paws Plus Planet.
Paws plus Planet.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be like biodegradable boxes and bags that we ship out in, so healthy for the environment and for anything that has a paw. Animals, dogs, cats, things like that.
Oh, I thought you were saying Paul. Paws.
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 Yeah.
Paws. I was like, who's Paul? I don't. All right, Paws plus Planets. Jacob, you got to put that on this episode. We got to see what's going on at Paws plus Planets. So it's biodegradable boxes for shipping, but it's bandanas.
Yeah, bandanas. We do like custom embroidery, custom orders, imprints, all kinds of different stuff. She's been doing it, I think, a little over a year.
Okay.
Getting close to it, if not. So
You can take this on the road with you?
yeah, she's got a nice sewing machine for Christmas last year, and she's been looking at very expensive embroidery machines.
Okay.
So we got a less expensive one to try it out and see if it's something that she wants to do and if she likes it. So far, she has. So
Right.
there's we've got a camper right outside of our house in our neighborhood, and half of it's packed with cloth and equipment she needs. So
Right.
our whole back storage room is just her workstation.
Oh, very cool. And she's has she traveled with you before?
No. So when we got married, I went to Korea. Or no, we got married after I got back from Korea. So I was just at Fort Hood for a year and a half while we were married. So haven't been super separated until started working with Altair, but always been decently close to home.
Yeah. Okay. Bet you guys are looking forward to getting back together and traveling together. Good for you. All right. Can't wait to see you get the camper going and traveling together with 2 dogs, 2 cats, and an embroidery machine.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I love it.
And she manages, the social media. So my dogs have a social media as well.
What's this?
Just their Instagram accounts, their names, but it's got close to 10,000 followers. She's only had it, I think, a year and a half, 2 years.
What?
Because they just turned 2 in June, and she started an Instagram account for them, just posting pictures and videos, like just them being themselves. And then same thing when she got that business, it came with a social media account. She's almost doubled the follower count to it, I want to say. I could be wrong because I don't manage it. So
Yeah.
But yeah, so she does all the social media stuff from Instagram and Facebook and makes all kinds of videos. And so that's what she does all day is, she makes bandanas and does their social media stuff.
And that's Paws plus. I gotta if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna remember, right? So it's Paws plus
Planet on Instagram.
Yeah, found it right there.
Yep, that's. Well, I'm gonna click. Yeah, the top left one is that.
Oh, there we. That's it though.
Yep.
All right. Oh, very cool. And there's the bandanas. This is horrible, but I don't know how to follow it, so we'll have to figure that out here in a minute.
Shameless plug on the podcast.
No, you have to. That's right. I mean, of course you have to. Counts. There we figured it out. All right.
Actually, I'd already mentioned it to Steph. She was talking about ordering a bandana for him.
Yeah, she should.
For,
absolutely should.
It was Charlie is your dog's
That's
name.
right. Charlie and Molly.
Molly. I don't think I've met Molly. I just met Charlie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Molly's a Springer Spaniel mix. No, Beagle Springer Spaniel mix.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the older one. She doesn't maybe jump at you when you show up. Yeah, absolutely we will. All right. Thank you so much for showing up. And now we know about Pause Plus Planet.
It's so hard to say.
PPP. Pause Plus Planet. I can't even do it once. All right. Well, I look forward to watching your career continue to grow and hearing about what new experiences you get. I hope you get some more of that MCE time since you're looking for it. And seeing what happens next in your life and your career. Well, it's been exciting to hear about it for sure.
Whatever it is, it'll be with Altair. So.
Oh, love that. Thank you very much. All right. Well, let's get some dinner. All right. Thanks.